Well, hello and welcome to this Battletech career mode Let's Play. Let's just make sure that we're on the stream first before I get ahead of myself. Yep, I think the stream's up. So we should be live on Twitch now. So we can't do that pirate contract because we don't have enough pirate rep. Oh well. So we do have a 5-skill contract on Ryerson here. It's a battle in the desert. Lots of money, not so much salvage going. But we will need to take a few parts of salvage just in case that fabled King Crab or Battlemaster comes up, which are the two mechs we're looking for. And then we've got some travel contracts to later to consider. We'll have a look at them and see if we want to take those or if we want to plot our own route. Let's start off by knocking down this. We get a little bit of cash here. Let's stick on 3 parts. Yes, that should be fine. And we've got our winning team here. The Cyclops I think I'm sticking with because it will prove handy in the desert, which will typically have less cover than we would like. None of our mechs there. We're looking to get these guys up to all 10s. I mean, we've got Arbiter and Popo who are already there. Hacker's one off. So we're close to putting out a full lance of 10-10s if we need to. And it's going to be we'll take the opportunity on some easier contracts to skill up some of our pilots who haven't quite hit there yet. We've got a pretty good core of like 6 and 7 skill mech warriors available to us. They just need a few shepherding through a few missions to get cool shot mastery, and then we can drop them on harder missions. Once they've got the cool shot mastery, they can contribute in headshotting assault mechs or coring out lighter mechs.
Command interface initiated.
All right. Well, I recognise this map from a convoy ambush mission that I hate. We're approaching the enemy drop site, Commander. Eyes peeled. Take care moving forward as we are expecting heavy resistance. Don't take this lightly, they know we're coming. Olivera out.
Try not to fall down. Don't
Right,
want
so we've got
sand
some
and
cover.
dust clogging your joints.
We're both kind of line of sight blocking, and we've got cover here. Yeah, this map is exactly the ambush, the convoy ambush map. The convoy goes up here and round, and it's got an extraction point up here. But we're cutting off that section of the map and maybe going further over here. No, I think, yeah, we're just fighting on a slightly restricted area of this map. Okay, so we do have high ground and cover here. I think we can get up this slope, if memory serves. That's probably the way we're going to go. We're going to stick up here, go along the road and try and engage them when we've got the height advantage. I think we might be getting a little bit congested on this hill here.
On my way.
Let's loop round. I think tracking around the edge of this map at the moment we're not going to worry about triggering the op4. There's going to be a reinforcement drop. In the convoy mission, when the reinforcements drop, they come in from over here, kind of behind the convoy, which if you're chasing the convoy means that they're right in your rear arc, which is pretty unpleasant. No, I don't think we can get up there. We can get down here though and around, I think.
Standing by.
So this is Medusa who can get up here.
Confirmed.
That's fine. We get these guys.
Onward.
Moving out.
Running this way round.
I'm ready.
Receiving you.
So I don't want to go too far ahead with Medusa. We're just sticking cover here. And Noble in the Highlander.
Awaiting orders.
Get to around here.
On my way. Moving to position.
I'm walking here.
Life is a little harder without jump jets. It's also a lot slower.
Waiting for orders.
So yeah, we're tucking behind that cliff. We can move here.
Heading out.
Okay, we've got our enemy contact. Oh, vehicles. Oh well, I'm already feeling better about not going full salvage.
Orders?
We'll go. Roger that.
I await your command. Rolling.
So we've worked our way up here with Rocator Reserve. Let's see what they do.
Holding for the right opportunity.
Roger that. I've been sensor locked.
So they're in with the sensor lock on Apex.
Yes,
Apex
Commander.
is definitely the first one we're moving, and I think we're sprinting to get into cover.
On the move.
85 ton.
You've got hostile contacts.
And thanks, Darius, for letting us know about those inbound hostile contacts who are currently shooting us with missiles. Right, they feel like awesome ATs. That's a Shrek. 85 ton. Could be a Stalker, could be the Battlemaster that we need a part of. Let's see if we can take out the Shrek from up here. Move in with our Cyclops.
Location confirmed.
Yeah, I don't think we need to use Resolve here. We've got great hit chances.
All weapon systems.
Oh, we spread the damage just a bit too much.
I've been sensor locked.
There's another sensor lock. We're going to be really glad of that cover.
Commander.
Okay, Noble.
Standing by.
And Falcon, neither of you guys
Aye,
can
aye.
move and stay in cover. I want to take out that Shrek.
Ready for orders.
So I think Noble, you're in gold range. More vigilance with you.
Engaging target.
There we go.
Vehicle fragged.
And that's an 8Q. Okay.
I'm your spaniel.
Not able to put too much hurt on us.
Heading out. Full speed.
And now we're either all in cover or in a position to move into cover. Right, 85 ton of retreats moves into crystals. Feels like there's another Shrek down there.
Come on, people, let's make it happen.
How's Apex doing? Bit of stability damage. Not quite lost a ton of armor yet. So given that she's been targeted a fair bit, doing pretty good. Let's reserve.
What do you need?
I think we can brace with Medusa, bleed off some heat, and then we'll let...
Do what I can.
Hopefully one of them's going to move closer. It feels like a really bad idea to give up this position where we've got cover, especially as we're building resolve every turn they're doing stuff.
Commander?
See, Noble, we can move. Yeah, there's limited spots for damage reduction here. Gonna wind up being a bit static, I feel. And we'll brace.
They've got a sensor lock on me.
Falcon and Apex. I mean,
I
Falcon,
live to serve.
we can sense and lock, but not you. We already know what these guys
Got
are.
a lock.
8 Qs on the right there. Another 80-tonner.
Got a lock on me.
Standing by. Keeping my heat low.
Well, 85 tons with a PPC. That is a Battlemaster, so that is what I need to headshot. And that's a Banshee. We are going to eat a few stray shots here. And that's a Shrek.
I'm showing minor damage.
So how do we push forward here?
Waiting for the shot.
Okay, so that has moved up and entrenched. And we have enough resolve for 3 precision strikes, so we could put that gladiator down. It's the 8Q.
Standing by.
Gotta see if we can... So this is in cover and has no shot. That's in cover and we don't have a shot either.
Yes, Commander.
Thy will be done.
So Falcon's not been targeted yet, so Falcon... We have to move out of cover if we want shots. So we'll use Vigilance. Yeah, let's use Vigilance with Falcon. We'll step out over here.
On my way.
We'll Precision Strike. Well, let's go with the head. We're not going to do them in one because of their damage reduction. Okay, so we hit the head a few times there. And it's a Zeus. Okay, nice. So they've sensor locked us, which means that Zeus doesn't have damage reduction. Interesting. Okay. We'll
Awaiting
try and get it
orders.
next turn.
Aye, aye.
So Apex. If we move and turn on the spot, do we get a shot? No, we don't.
Aye, aye.
Standing by. Aye, aye. Yes, Commander.
Yeah, we can't reserve here, can we? Oh well.
Awaiting orders.
Noble's taken a turn off already. Hasn't really been hurt. That's vigilance with Noble. We'll move here, say. Spread out a little bit more. Unless that gets me gold. It doesn't, no. We can ace pilot her back into cover next turn at least. And we'll just shoot and
Firing
hope
on
that we get lucky with a headshot, but very low odds on that, obviously. And kind of as to be expected, we don't.
I laugh at your puny attack.
Commander?
Apex, we're out of resolve for vigilance, so we're just going to have to brace.
Stop. You're just embarrassing yourself.
And Medusa from here. Okay, so we did have line of sight back there now. If that was close enough, it's not. We have taken some damage on our right arm there. So let's just make sure we're a bit more left facing.
Barely hit, Commander.
I guess I do have an opportunity here. A lot of that is direct fire. There's the Shrek, the Battlemaster of the Banshee kind of laying into us from down there. If I push forward up here now, then I might block the shots because they're all direct fire. They don't have any LRMs there. So I can get in these guys' faces and try and put them down. We don't have a whole lot of resolve though. So that can go badly for us.
I'm receiving you.
Right, from there we should be okay. Let's reserve with Falcon.
Waiting to pounce.
So Noble, we are going to headshot with you. We're going to see if we can put down that Zeus, which has got no damage reduction.
We'll go.
Okay, we do, I think, hit the head. Do any of the missiles? Ah, no, okay.
That's gonna hurt.
And then we can ace pilot our way back into cover.
Move order confirmed.
Commander?
Then Falcon, we haven't taken too much damage.
Moving to
So let's
position.
push in here. And we'll shoot in from the side. We don't need the Zeus.
Engaging target. Solid connection on that one.
And we do take some full strength LRMs, but that's not too scary. Medusa.
Yes, Commander.
I'm going to push you forward like this.
Roger.
And we can... We are just going to kill that center torso. We don't need these. We can spare ourselves some heat burn.
Locked on target. Tango down.
So we get a little bit of resolve back. What are we on? 18? Okay.
Awaiting orders.
Apex we are going to reserve with now. They've got some people to shoot at. Okay, they're back up with the Awesome. And they're going to have a go at Falcon. Yep. Oof. So Falcon just needs to brace
Taking
next
some heavy
turn.
damage.
Our left arm is a little bit battered.
Commander? Copy that. Copy that.
Okay, we got a head hit in there. They've got
Order
one
critical
left
hit.
on the head. Okay, and they sense lock Medusa. So we've now got, I think, 3 things having a go at us. It's on the right side.
Reporting. Minimal damage.
Full damage coming in. This could be some damage on our Cyclops. Oh, stray shot in over there.
Reporting. Heavy damage.
And we've got 3 PPCs coming in. And they got stray shots here. Oof.
Losing lots of armor.
No, I can't take much more of
Right.
this.
We're getting tagged, aren't we? Okay. Still, we're doing okay. They're going to lose vision on us. And we're going to push forward and take these guys out. So somehow we managed to... Okay, so Falcon,
Standing
I
by.
need you to move up and brace. That's all you're doing, and it's your left arm that's pretty vulnerable. We're going to spin like this, so we're presenting our right arm to those 3 guys.
Affirmative.
Okay, they got a quick draw up there. And we take that on the right side. Okay,
Light damage. Holding firm.
so we've got 2 awesomes and a quick draw to put down over here. And I just need to clip that head to put down this 8Q.
I'm here.
So we're going to run up with Medusa, who's still, I think... Yeah, our left arm is pretty horrible. I think we're going to have to pivot and be facing like that. We'll precision strike. We'll go for the head. Anything clips the head, it's okay. We've got a lot of chances.
Confirmed.
Oh, you're kidding me. All of those 18%ers.
Target's taken a critical hit.
So we don't get our
Yes,
resolve back for another precision strike.
Awaiting orders.
We're going to move up here.
Roger that.
We just go in with everything here. Full alpha strike. Nothing clever now. We miss an 80% on the Gauss rifle. Oh man.
Target's taking a critical hit.
They're down. We're low rolling a bit here. We're low rolling a bit. It's okay.
Yes, Commander.
This is recoverable. But it ain't great. So one thing that might work is we might be out of vision with Noble. If we're all the way back here, they just might not be able to see us.
Affirmative.
Yeah, there's no point really. Let's save ourselves some heat. One of these hits the center torso, they're dead. Finally. The head capping strategy just has kind of fallen apart here. So they're a recon. They're going to sensor lock someone.
I've been sensor locked.
Medusa, but Medusa, I'm hoping they can't draw a bead on him. No, we've done enough.
Got a sensor trace here.
Hot damn, let's do this.
By putting this cliff here between us and them, We've managed to use terrain and do something about it. Okay, and we're at 72% now. We can... Neither of these guys have damage reduction. We can drop both of these guys, potentially. And I think we have to use Falcon.
Commander?
Like if I'm here, what are our numbers? Pretty good, especially if we use Precision Strike. And I've got no reason to go for the head. The quick draw we can see... Quick draw's going next. Okay. If I'm here, I'm going to go in there on the quick draw because it's going next. And I want to kill it before it can act and put any more damage on us. We're going right side on. And I'm hoping someone else kills that awesome before it does anything. We have to go through the side torso. There's LRM ammo, that's going to help us out. Our odds of landing everything on the center torso from the side are too low. We put a lot of damage into this quick draw though. Good, the AC-10s hit where they needed to.
No retreat!
Enemy destroyed.
And that's what happens to a quick draw if you leave it exposed where an Atlas can shoot it. Okay, Medusa and the Cyclops, we're basically just going to have to brace with you. Noble's back here, so it's down to
Standing by.
Apex. Can Apex draw a bead on that awesome and put it down? And the answer is only with her Gauss rifles.
What do you need?
An alternative is we call an event with Medusa and we try and land... Yeah, we don't have great odds. We don't have enough high damage lasers to make landing 2 for a headshot viable. We need to land a lot of head hits there.
Aye, aye.
So Noble is going to move up into the ECM field. And brace left side onto the people down
Moving
the
out.
hill is fine.
Commander,
Apex is moving up to get a shot off next turn.
on the move.
And bracing, we bleed off some heat.
Waiting for orders.
And Medusa, I think we walk forward just a little bit. And brace. Okay, maybe we don't walk forward at all doing that. We bleed off the heat. Okay, they go for some payback on Falcon.
Not much armor left in that location.
They've managed to get a bit of cover as well just to make themselves really annoying. And those guys weren't able to do anything. So, top of the resolve again. Let's start with let's reserve Falcon down.
Holding for tactical advantage.
Start with Apex. Again, we don't want to leave the protection
Confirm.
of this. We don't need an 8T, so maybe successive. We've got LRM ammo in that center torso. Successive center torso precision strikes should do what we need them to do. We don't crit the ammo there.
Commander.
Medusa, you're going to be much less use at long range, which is where the other guys are. So let's call an event here. And precision strike this guy in the center torso, and yeah, we should have more than enough. Okay, we got their enemy reinforcements,
That one's gone.
and we are a little bit light on armor here and there, but by and large, that's pretty good. We can reserve with Falcon and Noble now. Falcon,
Waiting for orders.
can we move into cover yet? Not quite. We can move where we can see someone. If we can't move into cover, I'm going to edge forward and brace. So there, Banshee's walking up. Okay. And they've got a shot in on Noble there who's been left out. So we can see that Banshee though.
Standing by.
So Noble can get here and not quite be in range with everything. Let's go left side on.
On my way.
Into cover, precision strike this Banshee. We might high roll.
Roger that.
Okay, no, we land the one large laser though.
Take that.
Just got to weather the storm now from this Shrek which is coming forward. That left side's getting a bit beat up. Okay, new round. So
I'm ready.
Falcon. We can take out that Shrek, I think. So let's do that. Now we need to make sure we're not presenting our left side. We've got to be right side on. And we can see the Battlemaster is there. We're going to headshot him last, I think. Let's put this Shrek away.
God damn, let's do this.
Okay, who else have we got? So Noble.
Aye, aye.
So left side, I think we probably spin right side round. Or do we actually? Maybe this is a job for Medusa if you can get a shot. And you can move up. We've got to definitely avoid presenting that right side. That left side, sorry. Got to go right side on.
Copy that.
So, again, you have a lot of weapons you can point at this guy. But you're going to overheat if you do. No. We're bracing. We're bracing with Medusa.
Aye, aye.
And Apex can't get a shot. So Apex, we're going to sprint up into cover here. And then we'll reserve with Noble, see what happens. Solid hit on Falcon. Then it's got to be Noble.
Standing
Okay,
by.
let's see if you can do it.
Affirmative.
No, no, yes. Third time lucky.
One less target.
Oh yeah, and we're ace pilot, aren't we? Rocky terrain. Let's get closer. We get to go before that Battlemaster does.
Move order confirmed. Come on, people, let's make it happen.
Reserve with Falcon. We've got all
Roger
of
that.
phase 2
Standing
to do
by.
with this Battlemaster. So Noble,
Commander.
they've got no damage reduction. Get in there.
Affirmative.
Numbers are pretty long odds, but we get a precision strike in. There can be only one. Just everything missing. Man, okay, well we did plink the head.
Reporting critical hit.
I mean, that was a great kind of weapons fire grouping, but didn't help us out. Right, so
Order Orders?
Falcon, can you fire everything? No, you've only got AC-10s in range. And if we move, that changes, right? Yeah. So we move. We've got 40 on our left arm. Where the AC-10's on the right torso and the double heatsink, we got 21. So we're going left. We're taking any hits on the arm if we have to take hits.
On my way.
We accept that. We overheat if we fire everything. Let's go for it. No, we do only need one one part of this
Awaiting
Battlemaster,
orders.
so I am not too upset that yeah, we're firing in from the side, aren't we, from here? Okay, I'm not too upset we're only getting one part. The headshot strategy just hasn't worked. Okay, well, that leaves us just needing one
Tango
king
down.
crab part.
Mission
So
successful.
that just leaves us with the king crab as the only mech we need parts for. And we do need to headshot that king crab when we come across it. Yeah, the armour got a bit grey there. It was a genuine 5-star mission, we can see that from the XP award, and that definitely did feel like it. Okay, so we need that Battlemaster for sure. Plus 20 stability, AC5, don't care. Could get a bit closer to making another 8T part. Let's see what weapon salvage there is. That's a good LRM-15. There's a good arm mod. Good rangefinder. I mean, yeah, let's pull the rangefinder. And probably the other M15 over that arm mod, if I'm honest. Got a Banshee 3 part. And the DFA lug mod.
That mech you wanted is back online.
I'm a little sad I didn't get to use the Battlemaster. We're past the point now where I think... Oh, I say we're past the point where I think it's useful. Are we? Do I want to try and turn this into a headshotter like the Highlander? We're giving up 5 tons though over the Highlander, and we've got a 4 movement, so we're not going to be able to pack as much stuff in heatsink wise. So yeah, I think with the 4 movement, really, this becomes like a sway back with SRMs, doesn't it? Cram it full of medium lasers. We have 10 tons on this Orion. And it's 4 movement. Where are we in the 4 movement stakes? If we wanted to make a 4 movement lance, we're using the Cyclops, the Orion, the Black Knight and the Grasshopper. If we want to make a 5 movement lance, we've got the Kintaros, the Griffin, and then we're subbing in one of the lights, probably. But I think my Highlanders, I know they're slower, but I think they kind of outdo the Battlemaster. I wonder about the Orion. Like the Battlemaster, I could put a good AC-20, a good SRM-6, and then some really, the best medium lasers I can squeeze in there. And it becomes a slightly better brawler, maybe. We're a little bit down the initiative order. We've got a bit more structure as compensation. I don't know if we genuinely have 10 tons more to work with. We're doing a bit of refitting here. I think I'm going to lab. We're about to change systems, aren't we? If this is going to work, now is the time to try it. Let's swap it out for the Orion. Let's mech lab this Battlemaster. Oh, there's got a Valhallan, Order of Valhalla paint job on it. That alone makes it worth using potentially. Right, let's max armor. And we're left with 22 tons at that point. I think I can comfortably drop to 70 on the side torsos. That saves us half a ton. And we're left with 23 tons with 105 on the back. And that leaves us with 1560 armor, which is not bad. It's more than the Orion had. And we're on 14 tons and 24 heat if we go with the AC-20. So a close range build is going to be like an AC-20 couple tons of ammo. This isn't going to be the final build, this is me just checking the numbers. It's going to be an SRM-6 with 1 ton of ammo, leaving us 3 tons. Alternatively, we can go dual 50 damage AC-5. We'll need 2 tons of ammo for that. And we're only at 5 tons then. So we can squeeze in a large laser and nothing else. It is only 8 heat though, so let's pull that out. Pull that out. I can't even fit in 3 large lasers as well. So what if we're going for the most tonnage efficient damage, which is medium lasers? Well, medium lasers and SRMs, isn't it? Let's get that SRM 6 in. So if I do this, I wind up with that's slightly less offense than our Cyclops is, with none of the perks of ECM. We're not doing any heat sinking. About plus 10 damage, AC10s, you're 12 tons each. Oh, it's hard to make something good that has the armor you want, isn't it? So we get a couple of small lasers. Yeah, attack on another medium laser. Cockpit mod. Arm mod. Arm mod. And we can put in 6 heat sinks. Plus 2 hit defense gyro. Let's stick all these where the SRM ammo is. That's only 1 ton, that heat bank. Let's stick a heat bank in as well. Just to use it. So, for having such a ridiculous number of medium lasers, let's just concede to my OCD. We'll stick all the damage weapons, the plus damage medium lasers, in one place, and so that's a reasonable. Like, our Alpha Strike is just crazy. I don't know how our heat efficiency is so big. If we Alpha Strike, we almost shut down in one go. But then we have to follow that up with punching. And when we punch hard. Our melee is 235, which is pretty reasonable. We punch even harder than the grass chopper. So we're going to call this the Punch Master. That feels okay.
On it. I'll let you know when that's done.
Yeah, so with the Cyclops, the Black Knight, and those guys, we have like a 4 movement heavy contingent. Again? Oh, hi again, Dr. Grimm. You're just catching me having refitted a Battlemaster, and I'm wondering if I'm going to regret it. So it's one of those mechs that's pretty hard to make work well.
All decks report normal activity.
Where are we going next? So we have a travel contract here to Leda. It is 5 Skull. There is former Star League presence, but we have been there. So we've got to keep pushing on, I think. Like if we go for the succession flashpoint, we get to hit all of these systems that we've not visited before, and then we are going to be looking for 4.5 Skull things in Capellan space, and there's a few around here where we can take missions. Yeah, for the Lions that will hopefully be against the Capellans. Yeah, we have some good options where we've not been before. In Capellan space, and then we can push over on into Davian space, hit a few of the places we didn't hit last time. There's not much at the 4.5 Skull. There's nothing at 5, is there, anywhere? Nope. What about 4? Yeah, there's a few Davian systems at 4 that we've not hit yet. And then we can think about pushing down to Red Skull. What's on this planet? Davian and Taurian contracts. We hope that there would be some Davian ones for us there later on. So, I think that being the case then, we are going to hit up this succession contract. It expires in 64 days, travels 32 days, so it's a little while. But we do hit a lot of systems we have not hit before. I wonder if we'll hit any travel events this time. A distress call. Samira catches your attention on the bridge. Commander, I picked up a distress call from a nearby civilian transport. It's not exactly our job to assist in matters like this, but we may be the nearest ship available. Okay, let's mount an immediate rescue expedition and hope that we don't lose anyone. When the Argo arrives at the source of the distress beacon, it's clear you made the right decision. A handful of void-suited passengers spin aimlessly away from a gaping hole in the hull, hoping against hope for a rescue. Your tech staff managed to scoop up the survivors just before the transport explodes. You gain 1 reputation with the Free Worlds League, and morale increased by 1. Well, nice. We didn't need the extra morale or the extra rep with the Free Worlds League, but it's nice to know we saved someone. Let's just have a look at the store of Borka. About the only thing I would stop for now is king crab parts or double heat sinks. Is that it? Is Borka a deserted world? Token population uninhabited. Yep, sure. Let's keep spinning the clock. Let's look at Lopez. Shadowhawk, Thunderbolt parts. They've got the ECM and active probe equipment, but we've already got copies of that. This feels like another uninhabited planet. Yep, token population, uninhabited. And then after this we're going to be in Capellan space, where we are not going to be able to buy anything because they hate us. I mean, with good reason.
Job's done, Commander.
The Volkovite Pilgrims. Oh dear. You and Darius have finished networking for new contacts on Daikon and are walking through a farmer's market with Jinsu, who is on shore leave. A street preacher suddenly appears at your elbow. Have you heard the good word of the Volkovites? He presses a pamphlet into your hands. As he does so, you can't help but notice the watchful gaze of a patrol of soldiers wearing the livery of Lao. The preacher studies the insignia on your gear. You were there when the Capellan stormtroopers descended on the Great Pilgrims. You are the saviours of the Prophet. Okay. So... we can't distract the troopers. We're just going to have to admit our company was there. We might lose Jinsu at this point. Upon admitting your role in the escape of the Volkovites, the locals in the market soon surround you with thank yous and questions about the Great Escape. Darius and Jinsu soon have their hands full of gifts of fresh fruit and vegetables, as well as folksy arts and crafts. At the edge of the market, it's hard to miss a Lao soldier talking on a communicator, glancing in your direction. No doubt Lady Marina Liao will hear of this and find it a twist of the dagger of your earlier betrayal. Darius says, Commander, we made the right call. I think the crew back on the Argo will be encouraged. He gestures broadly at the crowd to hear that we've made a difference. Okay, so we're at rock bottom with the Capellans anyway, and we had maxed out morale, but that's good. Okay, here we go. So, light tonnage requirement. An associate of mine on Primus is in desperate need of assistance. If you're open to a little subcontracting, I'll make it worth your while. It's a short flashpoint. Let's have a look. Ah, Commander Kovac. Just the mercenary I was hoping to see. I have a favour to ask of you. There is a woman here, a Capellan dignitary, whose favour I must curry. I think that I can win her over, but I'm going to need your help. With respect, Shugo Yamaguchi, I'm surprised that you're going to the trouble. Primus is a backwater Capellan farming world. Why would you care what some local dignitary thinks? In truth, I don't. But there are people in the Combine, influential people, who have developed an interest in this sleepy little planet, and I'm under orders to facilitate their ambitions, and that, in turn, has required me to ingratiate myself with the locals. And so I find myself in my current predicament. Our dignitary is a woman of influence, a voting member of the Primus Planetary Authority. I don't care whether she likes me or not, but I absolutely must have her political support, and I need your help to get it. Does this dignitary have a name? Lady Helen Kulan. She's experiencing mercenary troubles of a sort, and she needs mercenary assistance to resolve them. To be honest, I'm a little hazy on the details. Oh, that bodes well. Lady Helen isn't always as lucid as she could be. But whatever the nature of her problem, I have no doubt that you'll find a solution for it. Just do whatever she asks of you. Make her happy. When she's happy, I'll be happy, and you'll get paid. As long as her request is within reason, we'll do our best to accommodate it. With respect, Mr. Oliveira, you are trained killers. She is a provincial aristocrat. I can't imagine anything she asks of you will take you too far out of your comfort zone. I'll reserve judgment on that until I've heard what she wants. Yes, well, you're about to get your chance. I'm putting you in touch with Lady Helen. The sooner you can get this over with, the better. Out of respect for your mutual privacy, I will vacate the conversation, but I'll be in touch after the needs have been satisfied. Okay, we have a middle-aged woman with a kind face appearing to replace him. Ah, Commander Takashi Kovac, what a pleasure it is to finally meet you. Bainal has been singing your praises for ages now, and it's good to put a face to the name. As I'm sure Reynold told you, I am Lady Helen Kulan, Overseer of Shantia Province and third peer of the Primus Planetary Authority. What's Shantia Province? It's an expansive agricultural region located in the centre of Primus's equatorial greenbelt. It straddles a number of critical waterways and aquifers. As such, it's perhaps the most politically important piece of territory on all of Primus. Good to know. And she's third peer of the Primus Planetary Authority. Quite a mouthful, I know, but proprietary demands that I use the full title. Fate has placed a terrible burden on my shoulders, Takashi. It's almost more than I can bear. Tell me about this burden. There is a mercenary, a trained killer who calls herself Yutu. She has injured me both personally and professionally and has caused great distress to my son, Lord Angus Kulan. Indeed, my beloved boy has been so traumatized by Yutu and her band of miscreants that he's confined himself to the Red Roost, our family stronghold. I can hardly get him to set foot outside of the building anymore. And for my son's sake, and for the sake of my house, I need you to hunt down Yutu and eliminate her. I cannot rest until that horrible woman lies dead. What kind of backup will she have? This sounds like a Romeo and Juliet sort of situation. Just my spider sense is tingling. Yuto has friends, if you can call them that. Allies of convenience may be a better description. They call themselves the Red Hair Irregulars. They're a nest of vipers, a rabble of frontier pirates who play at being mercenaries. But I don't fear them, Takashi, not with you by my side. I know that you will protect me. We'll do what we can. I can ask no more than that. Godspeed, Takashi. Protect the future of House Kulan, destroy Yuto and her regulars, and I give you my word that our friend Reynold will have my support. My best to you in your company. You are heroes one and all. Okay. Well, she seems nice. A little saccharine for my taste, but nice. I don't know what Yamaguchi was talking about earlier. She seemed plenty lucid to me. We've got the job, so I guess it doesn't matter. May as well get to it, Takashi. The sooner this merc is dead, the sooner we can collect our pay. Yeah, we don't have all the details, do we? Okay, it's not Romeo and Juliet, it's something different. That's intriguing. Thanks for the heads up, Dr. Grimm. It does feel weird. It feels like one of those contracts where you take a mission and everything goes sideways. It's an assassination. There is a tonnage restriction. I can't see me wanting any salvage. On a 2.5 skull, we'll just go for money. Oh, max 75 tons. And a lance limit of 240. So if we're going with the Black Knight, and these guys, and we wind up at 240 exactly, so that's good. And I think we can probably afford to blood some of our less experienced pilots on this one. There's King Wolf. Cool. Okay, looks like we're good to go. Looks like she's in an Orion. Smash it to pieces and bring me proof of her death, and I will lend you Shugo Yamaguchi my support.
Command interface initiated.
We'll see. Okay, we're getting an incoming transmission. Attention, incoming mercenaries. I am Commander Yuto of the Red Hair Irregulars, and you are encroaching on my company's territory. Turn back or be destroyed. Well, she sounds confident. For good reason. I've got more than 100 enemy kills under my belt. If you don't want to join them, I suggest that you turn tail and run.
Trees. I love trees.
I'm glad that you love trees. Was that Ek? Let's have a look. Yeah, plenty of cover to play with here. Ek and the Griffin.
Copy that.
Aye, aye.
Well, after playing with the Atlases, these guys are so fast.
If I were planning an ambush, this is where I'd put it.
Yep, fair enough. They're starting a long way away though. We push round to the left and come in. We're probably okay with the There's not a lot of cover to work with here. It's a big map, isn't it?
Time to earn our money.
Heading out.
Let's let them push forward. Okay, they got a Shadowhawk. I like their colour scheme. Fair enough. That's probably another Shadowhawk.
Receiving you.
Can't quite get on the side here. I mean, we can shoot from here.
What's
We're
up,
in
boss?
cover.
Aye, aye. Move into position.
Let's see. Just over 200 damage, SRM ammo in the center torso.
Copy that.
Okay, we got a jump jet.
Solid connection on that one. Got something you want done?
Let's turn on the side here, and then we can just volley SRMs at them and see if we can crit that ammo. Nope.
Waiting for orders.
At some point that ammo's going up.
Onward. Acknowledge.
We completely failed to hit the center torso there.
Reporting critical hit.
Yes, Commander.
Well, there was
Tango
nothing
down.
elegant or clever about that. That was just brutality with SRMs. And that's a third of that group. We've got the reinforcements will be coming in up over there. 55 tonner moving in, not quite in range, and they aren't either. Let's get down to phase 1 and then we'll take this guy out.
Waiting for orders. On it.
It's a Kintaro, and there's a Griffin up there. Vigilance.
I copy.
I'm here.
Yeah, we're just not in range here, are we? Alright, let's push up.
On my way.
Good to go.
Just have to make the run across
Ready
into
to get
cover.
it on.
In fact, might sprint with King Wolf.
Understood. Moving fast.
Go time.
Swing and a miss with a PPC. I probably would have been better sprinting with all of these guys, to be fair.
Receiving you.
King Wolf, if we jump, we can get rear arc. We're fine for heat, so I think we can get away with this.
No problem, boss. I got this. Locked on with all weapons.
Not sure how much of that went centre torso.
Reporting critical hit.
We've got enough for one more precision strike.
Yes, Commander.
We can't get into cover while we go for it, so I think I've got to just trust to evasion
Engaging jump jet.
and the armour on this Black Knight.
All weapons are go. Target eliminated.
We can bail out King Wolf there because he was in danger of getting punched. That Griffin's not gone yet. See if we'll get a bit closer. Go to our evasion and our hit defense gyros, both working together to help keep us going at the moment.
I'm your spaniel.
Alright, we can take side shots here.
Ready for
And
orders.
Jinsu get round to the side here.
Acknowledged. Got it.
We just put a lot of damage into that side and knock him over.
Reporting critical hit.
And then we've got to redeploy and take out these guys after dropping this one. Okay. So they're only going in phase 2.
Good to go.
So King Wolf, you build up a fair bit of heat, but we can move you into cover here.
Copy that.
Take off the medium lasers. And just drop everything we can for that center torso.
Alright, hit him hard now.
So King
Tech
Wolf's
destroyed.
sorted. Oh, did we dropped out of initiative there, did we briefly? Okay, 45-ton mech over there. Medusa,
I await your command.
you're only going in phase 2. So I think sprinting you up here. Okay, one double A Vindicator. Mrs. Eck. And
Commander.
King Wolf. Get a little bit closer and brace. We need to bleed some heat off this turn. Okay, we take a bit of damage on the Griffin.
System's holding.
It's only lost half a ton of armor so far.
Waiting for orders.
And with Yinsu, we're going to sprint up into the woods.
Roger.
Are there just 2 mechs for their reinforcements? Nope, there's a third. Could be a Shadow Hawk or a Griffin with another M5 at 55 tons.
Standing by.
And yeah, Medusa going to sprint you up here.
All right, full speed.
Alright, we've got plenty of resolve available to us. Let's reserve and let them have their
Standing by.
best shots. So we've got that Griffin 1S. Yep, almost a ton of armor gone now from that ex-Griffin. Oh, it's a Kintaro back there. Of course, they've got another M5 too. You forget. Right, so who can we put down here? We've got lots of precision strikes available to us. So Medusa, let's step up here.
Copy that.
Let's see if we can put that Griffin down. Just the one medium laser hit the head.
Badass. Waiting for orders.
King Wolf at the back here.
Moving to position.
You can probably take out that Vindicator. It doesn't have much armor.
Solid connection on that one.
Orders.
So we get 3 evasion this way. And we can move again before them. Let's do that. Let's use a little bit of maneuverability here.
Moving to position. Firing a full salvo. Mech destroyed.
And
Ready
Ek,
for
we're not
orders.
used you yet. We're pretty safe back here.
Firing. Oh, it's on now.
So we can keep moving with Jinsu. Get into the side here.
Position confirmed.
And firing from the side, we have to drop a medium laser. Oof, how is that not dead?
Target's taken a critical hit.
20 left in that side torso. And Medusa takes a little bit of a battering there, but he's okay.
I'm receiving you.
So Ek, I think you're just taking this guy
Feel
down.
my wrath. Do the math, Chief. One less target.
Standing
And
by.
King Wolf, I think I need you to just move and brace for the moment.
Move order received. Orders.
And then Medusa, if you could just take this Kintaro apart, that would be helpful.
Firing. All weapons.
Oof.
Nice. Got it.
Once more under the breach, dear friend. Standing by.
Firing in from the side there, that's not what we want.
position.
We kill this guy this turn.
Affirmative.
Target destroyed.
Now we've just got the commander to deal with.
Tango down.
Might be in some sort of custom Orion. We'll see. So let's cover.
Acknowledged.
Let's cover. I guess she's staying on a
On
little
my way.
peninsula over there.
Commander.
Orders?
Let's jump in the
Up
water.
I'm going.
Still not got her on sensors.
Let's move. Heading out.
Okay, there we go. Heading our way. So with a precision striker, pretty much everyone gets to go before her. We've got a lot of resolve.
Yes, Commander.
I don't fancy their chances. They're not even braced. And it looks like a stock Orion.
Copy that.
Our primary target is taking damage.
Commander? Roger that. Locked and loaded.
Oh, should have turned the medium laser on. Missed out on some damage there.
Standing by.
And third time's the charm.
Firing jump jet.
Down she goes.
One less target.
Hi Jakar, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, this is the Succession flashpoint. That was the first mission. Okay. It isn't going to be easy to catch up with U2's ejection pod, Commander. There's already a whole swarm of red hair battlemechs converging on her location. I underestimated you, Commander. You're much better than the last assassin my mother sent after me. Oh, okay. There's our twist. Wait, your mother? She didn't tell you? I suppose I'm not surprised. If you'll grant me the courtesy of a parley, I'll tell you what you've gotten yourself dragged into.
Mission successful.
Alright. We've been drafted into professional infanticide. Okay. So yeah, she's happy with us. And yeah, some experience, no damage on the mechs. Some random salvage that we don't care about. Okay. Lady Yvonne Yotukulan. Good of you to speak with me, Commander. The last assassins I had to deal with were far less courteous. I suppose that introductions are in order. I'm Lady Yvonne Yotukulan, first daughter of Lady Helen Kulan and heiress to the governorship of Shantia Province. You got proof of that, or are we just supposed to take you at your word? You'll find a copy of my bloodshed attached to this comm feed. Examine it to your heart's content. It'll only confirm what I've told you. That's a Capellan thing, isn't it? No, Comstar. Okay, fair enough. She's telling the truth, Commander, and her outfit's got an impeccable MRB rating to boot. By all indications, she's a reliable, trustworthy mech warrior, and she's our client's eldest daughter. And yet Lady Helen's put a price on her head. She has, but I don't blame her for it. My mother is not well. She does her best to conceal her condition, but her mind is not what it used to be. Go on. For all my life, my mother has been a force of nature, the sharpest woman you could ever hope to meet, with the heart of a poet and the determination of a warrior. But as she's aged, she's become confused, easily led and susceptible to flattery. And my vile shit of a brother, Angus, has wasted no time turning her condition to his advantage. Angus isn't like my mother. He doesn't care about anyone or anything save for his own personal advancement. And so, where I have faced my mother with difficult truths, he has showered her with lies, vomited forth flattery like a gull feeding its chicks. From his perch in the Red Roost, Angus has milked our mother's decline for his own benefit, and to my eternal shame, I have failed to stop him. We aren't really here at your mother's request, are we? Angus manipulated her into sending us after you. Naturally, if I were killed, he would become the heir to our mother's rank and title. That would be a tragedy, both for me personally and for the people of Shantia Province. As I said before, Angus has no ambitions save for his own personal enrichment. He'd bleed our people dry if given the chance, and if you carry out my mother's instructions, that's exactly what will happen. Well, I get what you're saying, Lady Yvonne, but you need to know we're working for your mother at Shugo Reynolds Yamaguchi's request. If we fail to follow the letter of her request, it'll damage our standing with House Kurita. And you need to know that if you carry out my mother's orders, Shugo Yamaguchi will be held accountable for the tragedy that follows. The people of Primus hate Angus as much as I do. He is an abusive, undisciplined little monster. How do you suppose the Planetary Authority will react if a Kuritan dignitary hands him the keys to the governorship? Badly, I imagine. Of course, if Angus were eliminated, the situation would be different. My mother's reason to kill me would disappear. Her mind may not be as clear as it once was, but she has enough sense to know that our house can't survive without an heir. And while I can't promise that Reynald will get the support he's looking for in the short term, I can vow that he would have my loyalty from now until the day I die. That's quite a proposal. You're asking us to go off mission and kill our client's son in direct violation of Shugo Yamaguchi's instructions. To be fair, we've done worse. Doesn't sound like the kind of thing a mercenary would do, does it? But a decent person might. I await your decision, Commander Kovac. For my own sake, I hope that you'll take the long view and do what's right. So we can kill Angus, continue our mission, or abandon the flashpoint. Well, if we lose some rep with the Kuritans, we can make it up in Davian space. It doesn't feel like a setup. Let's go with the person out in the field rather than the person cowering in their stronghold. Thank you for listening to Reason. When my miscreant of a sibling lies dead, there will be no more need for bloodshed. This is the best way forward for Shugo Yamaguchi and for House Kulan. You won't regret your decision, I promise. Yeah, we'll see. Second-guessing a client is always a dicey proposition, but in this case I understand why you chose to do it. I just hope that it pays off. Only one way to find out, XO. Let's make it happen. Roger that, Commander. Setting a course for the Red Roost. Let's see if it's as tough a nut to crack as Lord Angus thinks it is. Alright, so we've got a destroy base coming up. I'm out of time. I've got to get back to work, so we will pick that up. Now, we've got a lot of pirate missions. And that's it. No. I've got to get my pirate rep down. Can't take those missions. I just keep telling myself there's still time to take missions against the pirates to get them down. Anyway, that is all problems for another time. If you've been watching, thanks for watching. I'll hope to be online again a little bit later today, about 4:30ish UK time. Let's see, is there anyone I follow streaming Battletech? Because we've got a few people. Doesn't look like it. Yep, Battletech has 6 viewers and they are all here, so I'm afraid I cannot drop you off on someone else. Streaming Battletech at the moment. Oh, looks like there's a Russian language streamer. If you speak Russian, go for it. But for now, until next time, have a good one. And I'll